Hey guys, what's happening? This is another episode of Noobs and Boob. This is brought to you by Randy. What's up?
Riddle.
Richard, Riddle.
Yeah, this is Daddy.
Don't
Hello,
start being an
guys
asshole.
and
She'll
girls.
be back in a minute.
Yeah. In the meantime, it'll just be the noobs, the boys, for a little while to get this
Woohoo!
show on the road. Riddle, you mentioned recently had a strong topic you wanted to start off with.
Yeah, furries.
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 All right, throw it at us, man.
Oh, it's more of a hypothetical question, but
Okay.
would you consider a woman who wants to be a praying mantis, or like furry?
Some sort of,
What? But she
it's
would
some sort of
bite your fucking
insect.
head off after she
Well,
was
hold on.
done with
Okay,
you.
okay. Well, just
Okay.
furry or not?
Um, so let me ask, like, first off, like, I might get a little too literal here, but what the fuck is a definition of furry? Is it an actual animal, or could it be anything of the animal kingdom? Because if
It
it's
could
the
be
animal kingdom, then sure.
an otherkin. It could be that.
I thought they
Uh,
just dressed up in furry costumes.
no, they dress up as animals, furry animals,
Yeah,
like wolves and bears and
yeah, that's what I
fucking chick.
mean.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it'd be honestly like I'm no furry myself, nor do I have any experience in
Enthusiasts.
that field. But
Well, okay. So the definition is
enthusiast, if you
enthusiasts
will.
for animal characters with human characteristics. In particular, a person who dresses up in costume as such as a character uses as one as an avatar online.
I mean, I guess I think it'd be a shitty furry costume, but I mean, I would accept it under the furry world, sure.
I've done plenty of furries because humans are animals after all, so.
Oh, that's true,
But if
yo.
you ever done a
Like,
woman,
where's the line drawn?
if you've ever done a woman doggy style, you're a furry enthusiast.
Yo, perhaps, dude. Like, that's some primal shit, right?
Okay, so here's
I've
my
definitely
question.
done dudes doggy style, so I guess I'm furry all the way.
so, so here's my question. Woman,
Yeah.
okay, a furry woman who wants to be a praying mantis
Okay.
has sex with a dude, right? And if she's like
Yeah.
hardcore
Okay.
into like the whole praying mantis theme,
Oh, God.
if she kills him, is it really murder?
Yeah. Yeah. Sure.
Yes!
Yeah. It's murder, no matter what animal you are.
okay, but it's also cannibalism. It's also
Yeah.
necrophilia.
Right. Yeah. You're right. I mean, it's all of those. I mean, that just means she's a sick fuck who needs to get some
But
mental
okay,
help.
I'm glad we had that. Okay, so if the dude also
Yeah.
believes he's a
Uh huh.
praying mantis, is it attempted? Is it like assisted suicide? Because he knows what he's getting into.
Um. I mean, kind of. Yeah, I would think so. I mean, like, you hear those stories about cannibalism and shit in the real world, right? Where fucking like these people are like signing up to be eaten by someone else. So I would say
Oh,
it's a sense of auto cannibalism or and suicide, right? Assisted suicide, sure, because you know what you're getting into. That's like you going to Sweden, putting a fucking pump in your arm, pressing the red button to get euthanized, right? That's still kind of suicide.
ugh.
So does she get
So,
away with murder or assisted suicide?
I would say
murder,
murder.
I would
Murder
think.
for sure. Because I
Assisted
mean,
suicide isn't recognized in court.
yeah. Assisted suicide, I mean, yeah, if you're assisted suicide, I don't think it's considered in court. I would say it's either manslaughter or murder to some degree. How did we just get like? Am I a lawyer? Did we just get into like the law field there a little bit?
A little, I
A
suppose.
little bit, yo. Call our firm at 1-800. Go fuck yourself. All
Speaking
right.
of speaking of fur, do girls have hair in their assholes?
Oh
Yeah.
fuck yeah, they do. Yeah, they fucking
Huh.
do. Absolutely.
You ever got
I
a hairball from ass?
hairball
No.
from could you fucking imagine, like, I'm sorry, but there's some nasty fucks out there, right?
Packing
And
up a
there's people
hairball
who
with
like
nuts
to
in it?
eat ass. Yeah, dude, there's people who like to eat ass, but what about those people who like, go to the gym and work out for 2 hours and then don't take
Oh,
a shower
yeah.
and let me eat that
Ew.
butthole? Like, talk
Oh.
about picking dingleberries from the bush.
I know I've definitely scraped my dick on some hairy asses because if you grind against it and it hasn't been lubed yet, it hurts.
Oh
Depending on
man.
how rough the
I
hair
mean, I
is.
can't I can't really imagine that, but I got a story. So like it's not necessarily a fucking like I was having some sex with this chick, right? And I thought she was hot for the longest time. And like I finally got her and I scored, right? And I was so happy. And I'm hitting her from behind and it's really dim lighting. I look down,
Uh-oh.
I see something on the like on her fucking like where you'd have a tramp stamp, right? Like right in that area. And I'm like, what the fuck is that? And I went and I put my hand on it. Why the fuck would I do that? I don't know. I'm an asshole. Dude, she had this big furry patch above her ass, and I'm like, what the fuck is that? And she got all like, she fucking pulled. You want to talk about bucking Bronco? Pushes me right the fuck off, and she looks at me, and she's so embarrassed. Clearly, she's like, "What can I say? I'm Italian." I'm like, "Oh my god."
That's her
Shouldn't
soul
have said
patch.
anything, dude.
Her soul, that's where her soul resides. Poor girl. She was embarrassed shit, but like, I gotta be real. I wanted her so bad for so long. I worked. She had fucking, Bob Ross's fucking head of hair as a fucking tramp stamp.
God damn.
Yeah, dude. Like, I was so excited to have sex with this girl, and I worked so hard. And I was like, 17? So as a boy, as a man in that age, you're going for the kill over and over. You
All
want
I'm
it bad.
saying is she used your dick to make little tiny happy trees.
Yeah, that thing was like a fucking Brillo pad. I bet you, like, if she grind her ass against someone just right, she could like wash dishes.
I don't know why she didn't just simply shave it off.
That's what I'm
Like,
wondering too. Like,
if
I
she's
can't
so
imagine.
embarrassed by
Maybe
it.
she doesn't notice it.
I don't want to
How
shave
has
it
she
off.
not noticed it if she's so embarrassed by it and says, I'm Italian?
I love that excuse though. That was looking back. That was like the best part of that whole experience. Like, I just imagine her with like a New York, like Italian accent. What could I say? I'm Italian. Fucking
Italians
weak.
call their marinara gravy.
Marinara?
Marinara? Marinara. All right, guys. Joining us now is Jelly. Say hi
Boob.
to people. Okay, the boob. She is the uniboob.
Hello, everybody.
We were literally just talking about, you missed a few things we were talking about, are people who dress up as mantises furries, and the concept of assisted suicide versus murder in a furry atmosphere, along with
Wait.
What?
Dressing as mantises?
Yeah. Okay, Jelly.
I can't hear her.
Backtrack. Yeah, I can hear her. Backtrack a little bit, Jelly. If someone dresses up as a mantis in a like furry atmosphere, would you consider a mantis a furry?
I don't know much about the furry community, but
I mean, the
wait,
I can't hear her
but
at
a
all. I don't get
mantis?
why.
I don't think so. Mantis would be just like a fucking bug.
No,
It's
but
not a furry.
The definition is animal characteristics with human characteristics. That's a furry.
Yeah, but a mantis is not an animal.
I mean, what's the definition of animal though? Like, if you look at the quote unquote animal kingdom, right? Wouldn't insects fall under the animal kingdom? Like, I don't know. I'm just like throwing that out there. I'm not saying either way, but
they're definitely not furry, though.
If anything, mantises are the personification of centaurs.
Fucking insect centaurs. They are the centaurs of the insect world.
Riddle, did you make sure to turn us up so that the thing could hear us?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Believe me,
I don't think a mantis is a furry.
Okay,
Sorry.
I don't think so either.
You have Jelly.
Let me ask my cousin.
They don't have any fur.
Is dressing up like a mantis a furry? No, he said no. That's fucking creepy.
All right. So
I'm with them on that
topic,
one.
Speaking of centaurs and furries, so how do you think a centaur comes to be? Does a man fuck a horse, or did they just poof into existence?
A horse can also fuck a man.
That's
fatal.
Whoa.
I've heard about it. I've heard about a guy who got killed. Fucking idiot by letting a horse fuck him.
Donkey shows.
I went to Mexico.
So
wait, what?
I guess Mexico is the thing for donkey shows. So
people fuck donkeys in shows in Mexico or something?
Yeah, that must be a tradition down there. Maybe, who knows?
So is that where the phrase "make an ass out of yourself" came from?
If anyone's ever been to Mexico and seen a quote unquote donkey show, please put a comment below and tell us all about it. I don't know, man. Like, people bestiality, yeah, pictures it did happen. Well, I got this story when I was in high school. I was me and my cousin and a few of our friends were going over to this kid's house. Won't mention his name, Corey Allen Boyce. And when we got to his house, right, he was watching porn with another one of our friends. We're like, that's weird, but whatever. But we're all teenagers, right? And boys do stupid shit. But then we're hearing weird sound effects. I'm like, yo, Cap, what's on the screen? Motherfucker turned the screen around, some chick getting fucked by a pig. Now I don't know if you, yeah, it was fucking disgusting. And I don't know if you've ever seen how a pig's penis works. Like they don't really hump; they just kind of like latch on, and their penis shoots in and out like a fucking sock and popper. It was
So they don't
nasty.
have to do any work?
I mean, their penis ejects in and out, right? They don't move their bodies. Their like penis becomes like a fucking launch pad, just like fucking launches in and out of them. It's really fucking disgusting. But
Yeah,
it really comes
appar-
to question. I'm like, how do you come to that point of fucking an animal? And what state were you born in?
oh god.
Alabama.
Apparently, also, pigs have an orgasm for like 30 minutes or so.
Yo, pigs are badass motherfuckers, man. They taste good. They have super powerful orgasms, and they have go-go gadget ejecto penises.
Yeah. Lions fuck like 50 times a day, but I think I'd rather be a pig than a lion if it came down to that.
That sounds like a lot of fucking work and hydration going on there. Can you imagine as a human fucking 50 times in one day? Like, I think you would die. Like, you would probably go blind or something.
My dick would probably fall off or at least be exhausted. It'd probably actually literally speak to me. It's like, no more, please, no more.
25 as the 25 mark, like it just dries up, so you're like fucking raw.
Oh, God.
God. Oh, God. That sounds fucking terrible.
It's
All right,
even
guys.
worse though, girls who want to fuck like 100 guys in one day and actually do it,
Oh,
and their
God. Like, you
vagina
gotta give them
starts bleeding.
credit. Can you
Ugh.
imagine? Like, you gotta give those women, they are the unsung heroes of the porn industry,
The
okay?
unsung heroes.
Yeah, yeah, no. All right, another sexual question for you guys. Where is the most weirdest, bizarre place you've ever had sex? Let's start with you, Richard.
I thought we already did that last
Did we
time.
do that? Did
Yeah.
we? Oh,
Even
okay.
I remember that.
Yeah, see, I don't remember shit. I'm sorry, guys. I got COVID. My body is just like trash right now, and my brain is fucking gone with this fever.
You know, speaking of
Well,
COVID, like just this outbreak alone this year, there's been so much like COVID porn.
Has there been COVID porn?
what
I've never heard of it.
the fuck?
Yeah,
I mean, I'll
like
joke about it with
they're wearing
Randy, but I don't
masks,
mean
right?
it.
What's funny is that, like they're wearing masks so they don't get it, right? That's the whole
Yeah,
premise
yeah.
of the video. And like halfway
What?
through, they're like, "We gotta take
They
this off.
back.
They can't like." She looks like she's like, can't breathe at all.
And
Yeah.
besides, they're still going to get it because they're exchanging body fluids. They're going to get it that way.
I
That's
mean,
not the
talk
point.
about
They're
practicing
lonely.
sex. Hey, here's the thing, though. This is what I want to know. Is there a porn out
Stendo.
there? And for anyone who's listening to this, if you look this up, I will totally appreciate you. Is there a COVID porn where there's someone actually dressed up as like a COVID molecule or viral like cell?
Yeah, definitely, probably.
Just some dude walking around like a fucking planet, shaped like a
Ugh.
planet with like little things off him. He's like, "Oh, I'm the big bad COVID."
Or just
Oh,
dressed up as a
COVID.
condom to try to prevent from getting it. You know,
Dressed
literally
up as a
wearing a
body
condom
condom.
all over their body.
Yeah, yeah, body condom.
Can we just talk
Yeah, I
about
wonder
the
if there
beer
is such
industry
a
real
thing
quick?
as a body condom.
Yeah, let's look more about beer.
Like Corona. Like, do you think their sales dropped or like?
Yeah, totally. Yeah, I read an article actually where it did say that their stock actually went down quite a bit because people affiliated Corona beer with coronavirus.
Oh
And that
my
just goes to
god.
tell you how dumb people are in general.
But the memes. Are
It doesn't
The memes,
surprise me.
I mean, those are great. If anyone's had a crazy 2020 COVID story, please drop it down in the comments below.
we will read
Definitely.
it, laugh at you, and then not care.
You know, Riddle will laugh at you. I will kind of sympathize. I'm in the COVID life right now, and it fucking sucks. But
Well,
yeah,
you were saying like the fatigue. You know, just
the
like not wanting to do
fatigue.
anything. Like, if I
Yeah.
have to get it, it would be like nothing happened. Like I go home. Like, I went home, right?
I have to send a code
To
to
set up
Sean. I've
something on
already tried
my
it 4 times.
computer, and I just went to sleep. Like I just went out. Like when I'm at work
Yeah.
on break, I take 15, 20-minute naps.
I'm pretty sure that's called narcolepsy, and you should get that checked out.
It's okay. I drive machinery, so I'm good.
Oh yeah, that's great. Just drive around a fucking forklift, just
Dude,
impale
I
like
shit
30
you
fucking
not,
dudes like
like,
a shit
I
kebab.
turn down an aisle, and then I wind up at the end, and I have no recollection of what was in the
That's not great, bro. I'm gonna be
I've
real
had-
with you.
I've only been doing it for 7 years, so
only. Okay, that's
I've
good.
had that happen to me where I'm driving. I don't fall
Yeah,
asleep, but I will
your
find
brain is
myself
still
further
somewhere.
down the road and I have
Yeah.
no memory of how I got there.
Like
Once I
Mhm.
even changed a lane and didn't remember doing it at all. That one
That's the
really
worst
freaked me
part.
out.
like I
What
can't go
freaks
on long
me out is
drives.
when you're
It says
driving, if it's
Mojang is based in
the
Sweden.
same route you've been
So
driving,
they said that
for
they
how
might
many
delete this
years,
update
right?
as it make
Mhm.
international purchases.
And you leave your the spot you're leaving, you end up at your destination, and the entire trip is not even just a blur. You don't remember it. Sure, like the path and the trip, right? Like you've been doing it for how long, but the fact that you can't remember that specific day doing it as soon as you get home, that's a problem. Like deer, pedestrians, like that's scary shit. I'm not gonna lie.
No.
I only lose track of like a mile or two. I've never lost track of an entire trip though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Well,
have, and it's bad.
my like
Oh
whole
wow.
sleeplessness of like driving, I think I just got really bored of it because when I get bored, I get tired, right?
I mean, that goes hand in hand. I feel like
All
sure.
right, so
Yeah, when I get tired, I get
it
bored.
didn't really affect me as much until I made a 28-hour trip straight to California.
Oh.
Like I had Netflix going on comedy specials like all the way there. Like cuz
Mhm.
the guy who was supposed to help me drive, literally he gets in my he gets in the driver's seat. He drives like 3 hours, but every time I would doze off to get sleep, he would hit the side of the road where it goes.
Oh, the ruts in the road,
Yeah,
right?
he would
Right.
hit it every single time. So no sleep. So I'm still awake,
Little
and
asshole.
right, and this is all the way through Texas, right?
Uh,
So
Texas is a rough
I
state to
just
drive
needed
through.
him to make
Sure.
it from 1 o'clock to 4 o'clock in the morning when the sun came up, so I could just drive the rest of the way.
Okay.
Like, so out of all that, I drove like the 24 hours. He drove 4.
Huh.
Jesus
The car didn't
Christ.
stop, except for gas.
Of course, of course. Yeah, that's like when I drove down to Georgia from New York State, right? I only stopped 5 times. It was just for gas and bathroom break to buy like drinks and Slim Jims and
But
shit.
ever since then, like I can't drive more than an hour without getting like sleepy.
Yo, bro, I'm telling you, I'm never getting in a fucking car with you. Like, you're screaming narcolepsy across the fucking board, and it's like,
Which
nope.
is fine. Which is fine. I mean, I drive every day, so it's like I think that's another attribute to it. Like I drive everywhere, so I get
You just
tired.
burnt out from driving.
Yeah, like 7 years of it, like every single day I
Yeah.
drive. Like I drive
Well,
everywhere.
So
you're like 6'4", right? And I'm 6'3". I don't know how tall you are, Richard, but like tall people in small cars is just not ideal to begin with, anyways.
I actually want to own a Mini Cooper.
so when you
They're actually
pass
big as fuck.
out, does anything at all wake you up? Or would you sleep through
Like a car
anything?
wreck.
No, I wake up. It just I don't.
Oh, okay.
You doze off.
Yeah,
I was about to say we should hang out, but never mind.
Okay, next topic is apparently
okay,
Richard
Cosby.
raping Gretel. Great. Yeah, put a top fucking thing here.
What do you mean, Cosby? I wouldn't have to drug you. You'd be the
Andy wouldn't
cheapest
have
date
pudding
ever.
pops. You're all out, bro. Could you imagine? Like, I'm sorry I did that to you, but here's an ice cream cone for your troubles. I'm sorry.
I
It's like,
thought you
here's
were
an
supposed
ice.
to give that to them
Yeah,
before
it's
to
like
lure
here's
them
an
into
ice
the
cream
van.
cone, but it's not for your mouth.
Well,
Fucking,
what's the point if you
oh,
can't
Bill
taste it?
Cosby. Do you think Bill Cosby's getting raped in prison right now,
Who
or
the
is he
hell's
like
that?
top dog?
Ew.
Like I want,
I can't
like,
imagine why anyone would want to.
He's got like
Isn't he on
fucking
house
gang
arrest because
tattoos
he's
and
too
shit.
old?
Isn't he in prison? He went to prison, didn't he?
I would
No,
think
he's on
he
like
did.
house arrest.
I thought he
What
was
about? Okay,
convicted.
fine. Let's talk about Jared from Subway.
Oh, Jared. Oh, he's
In
getting
state
gross.
it was
fucked.
16 is the legal age. So
He's probably
No, he
dead.
got a 14-year-old too, didn't he?
no, a 16-year-old.
Ew.
All right, before we just start spewing shit, I'm just gonna look up just to be safe here because facts are cool.
Well, all I'm saying is he's definitely getting his foot long of the day every day.
Mm.
Sorry for the quiet moment. Just looking this
I
up.
mean, sorry, he probably gets the meatball sub.
With lots of
Chicken
mayonnaise.
carb.
No, he makes his own marinara.
Yeah, but the
Marinara.
inmates make the mayonnaise for him.
Oh no shit! She was actually, according to this. Yeah, she was 16, going on 17, which depending on the state is, depending on what state, it's either legal or not.
Which is
Yeah.
all the same. It's still fucked up.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I put a rule 21 and older for a reason.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd be willing to do an 18-year-old if he was hot enough, but I would still I wouldn't want to form any attachments or lead him on in any way. That's for sure.
Yeah. See, as I get older, I'm really starting to realize and understand the maturity level of like whether it's like late teens, like 18, 19, whatever, early 20s. Like they're still kids. A lot of
Yeah,
them.
that's how I
Mentally,
think of them now too.
and it really like,
Richard, you may
really
not want to get
maternal.
attached, but are you gonna give him a participation trophy?
Of course,
Fucking ribbon. What a good sport.
a flesh ribbon.
Oh my god. Fucking gross.
It's better than the mob giving you a necktie.
I'm
Of
sorry.
course, he
What?
also gives me one too, because it's no fun if I don't get a nice mouthful too.
I said it's better than the mob giving you a necktie.
That just sounds fucking terrible and gross. And I have so
They
many questions, but I
okay.
want no answer.
They slice your stomach open and like wrap the intestines
Oh,
around your neck.
okay. I literally, when you say like necktie or
Oh,
something like that, I'm like, yo, did the mob start tying their dicks around people's necks? And question part B of that is, are their dicks that big that they could do that? Like give you a penis scarf, you know?
No, they're Italian. Of course they're not big.
oh, I thought you were talking about
Oh,
literal
no.
neckties. Oh, so
Okay, for all
on our
you
next
Italian
podcast,
listeners,
we're
I'm
going to have to
sorry.
replace Riddle because he's going to be dead.
Yeah, because the entire Italian society is gonna take him out. The
The
fucking like
mafia.
fucking giant red giant
Oh,
here.
I'm sorry. Did I make fun of their baguettes?
Yo, I'm part Italian. Show some respect to the culture. You don't have to like it, but you gotta respect it.
I like
You eat pizza.
mozzarella.
Yeah, you like
No,
mozzarella. You like spaghetti and meatballs. You like
I got some
delicious.
prosciutto in the fridge.
There you go. You respect the fucking culture
And
through and
yo, I'm
through.
making Swedish meatball Sunday with rice.
Yo, that's the first I've never heard it with rice, but I mean, okay,
Well,
cool.
it's basically just brown gravy and meatballs.
Your groundbreaking meatballs.
All right, well look. You make rice and then you just pour the brown gravy meatball over the rice. Like it's really good.
Yeah. Speaking of like ground gravy and all that stuff, what's really crazy is like living in the US, like the country's so big that like when you go to different parts of the country, food's definitely not the fucking same. Like it
Like
might as well be
white
its own
gravy,
country.
sweet tea. We're talking.
Yeah.
Do you guys have a
Right,
Spuds
right.
in the north?
Like potatoes. Yeah, we have potatoes in
No,
the north.
it's like a place called Spuds.
Oh, I've never heard of it, no.
Huh.
me neither.
So, like, here's an example. For those who don't know, obviously in the podcast, I'm from New York State, right? And I went to Texas a few times, and
Is everything
this was
bigger in
totally,
Texas?
yeah, everything's ridiculous in Texas. But I'm sitting there and I'm asking for a breakfast sandwich in New York. A breakfast sandwich consists of like bacon, egg, and cheese, typically a toasted
Oh, you're
bagel
getting
with butter.
Texas toast in Texas.
Oh no, I got something entirely different. I asked for a breakfast sandwich down in Texas, and what I got was an egg, bacon, ham, cheese, lettuce, tomato, mayo, and like sourdough bread. I'm like, what the fuck is this
That was
shit?
good fuck though.
Yeah,
Oh, I don't like
sourdough.
that shit. I didn't
I
like
hate
that.
I was
sourdough.
like, I don't. Where
Whoa!
did
You
you
don't
buy
like
this breakfast
sourdough?
sandwich?
No,
Whoa!
it's yeah.
That was fucking
Yo,
gross.
sourdough is like the shit,
Like,
especially grilled cheese.
It is shit, not the shit.
Okay,
And where
okay.
did you buy this sourdough though?
I
I mean,
didn't
not
buy the
sourdough. This
sourdough.
breakfast sandwich. I'm
It
like,
was
I
a
fucking live in
diner.
Texas.
It was a diner outside of Houston in a town called, I think, Sealy.
I'm hungry.
I believe it was Sealy, Texas. And
Oh, then
for
I wouldn't
Sealy,
know.
Texas, I
But then
apologize.
again,
Well, I'm just
I don't
saying,
fucking
like,
get breakfast sandwiches.
okay,
Yeah.
how I would have a breakfast sandwich, all right, is it's toast, all right. It's not a bagel. You got
Okay.
like mayo,
Oh,
like
fucking, you are starting off wrong. Okay.
you know what? Fuck you. Anyway, uh,
I want a
mayo,
video if you will do.
some lettuce, and maybe like egg and either bacon or sausage.
Wow, that is so strange. Like, and that's what I'm saying is
Well,
like
it has to
depending
have
on where
cheese
you
too.
go. Yeah, depending on where you go in the U.S., right? You can ask for one thing, but there's so many different interpretations of it. Now, all four of us here love fucking food, so
If I gave you
um,
Ted, hey, do you have biscuits and gravy where you're from? Jiley, don't answer. Richard, do you have biscuits and gravy where you're from?
I definitely
Is
don't.
there a place that doesn't have biscuits and gravy?
That's not a
Yeah,
thing here. That's
not a thing.
not a thing here. Not a thing at all. Like, you can't go to a restaurant and ask for biscuits and gravy because they're gonna be like, "So you want a bowl of gravy with some chunks of bread in it?" And they will look at you with six fucking heads.
What about shit on a
Um,
shingle? Ever heard of that?
Nope, never heard of that.
I've heard of it. I don't entirely know what it
It's
is.
basically
If
gravy,
I had
but
to guess,
you're using the
oh,
fat from like beef,
Hmm.
if
right?
I was gonna guess, it would be like the equivalent of like ants on a log.
No, no, no. It's gravy that's been cooked
Yeah,
in like ground beef, really,
yeah,
and it's put on toast. Shit on a
yeah.
shingle.
Okay. Yeah, see, that's not a thing here. So if the closest thing to that that I can think of would be a hot open sandwich, which would be like,
Roast beef,
um, right, or a turkey
and it's
on
like
bread,
au
gravy on
jus.
top. Yeah, like a really thin gravy, like a watery gravy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is the equivalent of, yeah.
So if I
Uh,
went up to New York and said I wanted to drown in your gravy boat, that I guess wouldn't translate well.
no, I can't say it would, to be honest with you.
I'll just
And
give you a big
like,
bowl of
and
au
New
jus.
Yorkers, our New Yorkers, with of course, are known to be assholes. Like, we just have a temper
Mm.
and a really shitty demeanor. So you go up to the wrong person and ask that, you're probably gonna get punched in the fucking mouth.
Be like, you
But
making a
Yeah.
mess of your food?
I don't. I mean, I'll joke around as long as I know it's not going to piss the person off, but I would never cross that line without permission because I
yeah,
like teeth.
even like and that goes into a whole other thing is even just like depending on where you live, like your demeanor and your culture in general of how you act normally and typically within society is very different,
Okay,
which
how
is
about
crazy.
this?
Yeah.
Grilled cheese. Like, tell me how you make your grilled cheese, and I'll tell you whether you're right or wrong.
I mean, I don't think there is a right or wrong, but
Well,
I
Mayonnaise
would
or
say
butter?
butter.
Ew! Mayonnaise,
butter.
gross.
Whoa, whoa,
Butter.
whoa, whoa, whoa.
What's wrong with you?
No,
Yo,
no,
God.
that's where you're
apparently
wrong.
Tennessee is the mayo
Uh-uh.
It's
capital of
not.
the world.
No, no,
Everything has
no. Hold
fucking
on.
mayo in
No.
it.
Listen to me.
Never.
Mayonnaise, it's basically just egg and oil, right?
Yeah, okay, right. So,
It
And
gets the
vinegar, isn't
perfect
it?
grill. It gets the perfect grill.
okay, so
No.
That's why it makes the best grilled cheese. Look it
No.
see
up. Look it up.
the
Nope.
I'm okay. I mean, like, you to each their own. But I'm telling you, from my standpoint, that's fucking disgusting. Like, yo,
Yeah.
so check this. So fucking my grilled cheese, the way I do it, butter, right, with bread,
Gruyere.
white bread typically, and then I use like Kobe Jack cheese with like sandwich pepperoni. That shit's banging.
I like pepper jack cheese or cheddar. Both would be interesting.
Yo,
And with butter,
monster.
not mayonnaise.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think Riddle is now going to be known as the Mayo Man because
It's not cooking for me,
No,
that's
no,
for
no.
sure. Not
The
the morning
ingredients in
after,
store-bought mayonnaise have
definitely.
a higher smoke point than butter, which means your grilled cheese is more foolproof. You can cook the sandwich over slightly
that's
higher heat for a
science.
crispier exterior and a fluffy interior.
He's the Bill Nye of fucking grilled cheese
But look, it's
here.
also easier to spread.
I mean, if you melt the butter, it's easy to spread too. I mean,
Yeah.
I have plenty of practice with spreading, so
spreading.
it's not a problem for
All right.
me.
Okay, now name your cheese.
Pepper jack.
Grilled cheese would either be Kobe Jack or Munster.
Ooh,
Munster's good
I
too.
would do
Yeah.
sharp cheddar and Gruyere.
You could be
Okay,
my Munster.
respect. Jelly.
For what?
Well,
Grilled
okay.
cheese?
If you're making a grilled cheese, what's your cheese to go to?
Oh, well, whatever I have available.
I
Okay,
mean,
Oh
that's
God.
definitely a respectable answer. I
like
can't argue.
usually if I have American, I stick with American.
So
Well,
I
you don't
usually
need
just have those
cottage cheese.
cheapo great value cheeses that we bought from Walmart, but we
Wait,
don't
wait,
really use
the stuff that doesn't melt or the stuff that does melt?
the stuff that doesn't really melt.
Oh
But
my
Nice.
god!
but
Wait,
but hey, but let me tell
Ew.
you. So I don't make grilled cheese sandwiches at my house, but when I was at work, I would
Yeah.
make grilled cheese sandwiches there, and they only buy the cheapo cheese. the Great Value Walmart cheese.
Yeah. Okay, Jelly. Follow-up question is, and this in my heart of hearts is a really important question here. American cheese, white or yellow?
I
Yeah.
sort of I like fuck. Wait, are
Hard
you asking me what American cheese is?
Yeah,
It's
well, there's
disgusting.
white American cheese and there's yellow American cheese, right? So if you had to if you in your brain you are making yourself a like the
The
go
grilled
to
cheese?
grilled cheese, yeah. Is it gonna be white American cheese or yellow American
I think
cheese?
grilled cheese usually is good with the yellow cheese.
Yeah.
But it's the
Apparently
same
it's
cheese.
But I use white for my work because we only
Okay.
had the white one.
Right. See, that's the thing. That's a psychological thing for me, right? Like, if I did American cheese on a grilled cheese, I can't do white. That fucks me up. Like, I personally really fucking hate mayo. And, like, if it's white cheese on there, I don't know in my brain, in the back of my brain, if there's fucking mayo in there, right? But if, like, you're using yellow cheese, there's a off coloration, right? Then you fucking know.
Here's a question for everyone. What's the nastiest knockoff brand food you've ever had?
Guacamole from Walmart. That shit's fucking nasty, yo.
Oh man.
For me, it was Walmart M&Ms. Oh my god, that was the most
Walmart
disgusting
has
thing I've ever
M&Ms.
put in my mouth, aside from, well,
Mhm.
things that even I won't mention here. But
Wait,
yeah.
he's had vagina.
No, ew, no. I'm talking about
You
like
said
an
the worst.
uncut.
You said the worst thing you put in your mouth. I mean,
Yeah, that would be uncut dick, where the fluid under the
dick
foreskin wasn't
cheese.
clean.
Bro got
So I
dick
love
cheese.
how we're calling some great value
Dick
to
cheese.
fucking dick smegma.
It wasn't cheese. It was just thick and oily and kind of dirty tasting.
That's cheese, bro. It's schmegma.
Smegma. It's bougie cheese. It's called smegma.
Oh, are you trying to buy a Japanese sweater?
So,
Smegma.
what was your answer, Randy?
For what now? Oh, for that question. So to start off, TV dinners are really fucking disgusting to begin with, but I've had a great value TV dinner, and I gotta be honest with you, that was just eating. I might as well have been eating ass at that point.
I love how it's all from Walmart.
I know, right?
That great value. We're calling you out. Get your
Okay,
shit together.
so Great Value peanut
We're gonna
butter.
get sponsored by Walmart.
Great
Hey,
value.
Great Value peanut butter. It actually tastes spicy.
That's weird.
They
You know what's
probably
really
put ants in
fucked
it.
up and funny though is that like we're shitting on Great Value, but no one brought up Clover Valley. Dollar General, congratulations, you made the cut.
Dude,
I don't
I'm
shop
mad
at
about
Dollar
that.
General, so
Here's the thing.
Oh,
There's a
okay.
Dollar
Same.
General, and within 5 miles of either direction of me.
I'm pretty sure they're taking over the world.
They are, and you know what? They
Well,
build themselves.
Oh yeah, they are sentient creatures. They're actually like
They look like
dude,
roaches.
they're like
like the
crustaceans,
Walmart in
right?
South Park.
Oh
That
yeah,
thing's sentient.
that was such a great episode.
Yo, you know what I
It
watched today
was.
while I was at work?
But
Tombstone.
I haven't seen that movie since I was a kid. That was with Val
Kurt
Kilmer,
Russell,
right?
Val
Patrick
Kilmer, fucking
Swayze.
Bill Paxton. No, not Patrick
Yeah.
Swayze.
Ah, Bill Paxton.
Yo, he died.
Oh,
Yo,
that
so did
sucks.
Patrick Swayze. Like, and those were two
Oh
great
yeah.
dudes.
Yeah, but I mean, it had Kurt Russell, Sam Elliott, fucking Bill Paxton.
Sam Elliott's a fucking legend. Like, I wish I have a great mustache. I wish I had his
Yo,
fucking
in his
mustache.
younger days, he looks like Tom Selleck's brother, like when they were both young.
Yeah, I can believe it.
Like
I
they
I've
can
could have
believe
been
never
it.
been
Maverick and
into
Maverick 2.
mustaches.
I'm gonna ask you guys a question. This might
I
be
like full beards
controversial.
though.
Am I the only one who can't fucking stand Kurt Russell?
I'm not a major fan of
Older movies of
his.
Kurt Russell, good. Newer, no.
I've
He's
never
just kind
thought
of
he was
fucking
even that
annoying.
hot.
The daddy factor is whether he's hot or not.
well, I just looked him up. I know what he looks like, but I don't watch and I don't think I really watched anything he's in.
But what's
Like
sad is like
the
how
newer shit he annoys me in just a lot. Like I didn't like him in Guardians of the Galaxy. I didn't like him in Hateful
yeah,
Eight.
Guardians of the Galaxy?
yeah,
He was in the second one.
He was
He was his dad.
Yeah, Star Lord's dad.
Is there any actor you guys have just could not stand, even if you couldn't put your finger on why, could not stand
Adam
them?
Sandler. Yeah, Adam Sandler, hands
I
I
down.
can't stand Will Ferrell.
I can't
Okay.
stand Ellen DeGeneres or
But she's not in.
or
Yeah.
Nicolas Cage. She did act though. She was in a TV show, remember?
Yeah, I can
she?
gay.
And now she pretends to be a nice person on a talk show.
Oh, she's fake as shit.
Oh, she's
Yeah,
got
and then you
COVID.
got that scandal coming out. Oh, does she? Good for her. That's karma
No,
coming
supposedly,
around.
supposedly, like she's over here cuddling a little fucking teddy bear. Oh my god, thanks for all
Uh,
the support, guys.
She's such an asshole. Now, here's the thing: is like I want to know from her perspective. Like, since she's been called out as like a total monster to people,
Yeah.
like, what is she gonna do now that her ruse is up? Like, is she gonna continue her show? Is it done? What is she doing from now? Has she owned her behavior and
She
apologized?
has a
Like, I
lot of
don't know
money,
anything.
so I don't think
she's
it
got
fucking
her own.
matters if she loses her show or not.
All right,
I
all
doubt
right.
she would anyway. She's got enough fans and probably still enough sponsors. It doesn't
Yeah, but
matter.
Really? You don't think they've turned their back against her?
You mean like what
no,
she did
she's
to
No.
that
Ellen
one girl?
DeGeneres.
Like what she did to that one girl?
Which one?
The one that she was recording the free merchandise thing about everybody gets one, and then called her out on the
Oh,
show.
for
Oh,
stealing.
Was it stealing?
but she was grabbing something for her sister or something, right? Or
Yeah,
mom?
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought she was just grabbing extra shit for
No,
herself.
Oh no, she was grabbing for her family loved ones. And I
yeah.
mean, here's the
Didn't get
thing:
to get on the show.
they'll never
But she
fucking much
called him
money.
out right
Yeah,
on
and
Yeah.
television.
publicly embarrassed them. That's fucked up.
And what about Mariah Carey when she was possibly pregnant and Ellen deliberately offered her a glass even though she didn't want to talk about whether she was pregnant or not? That was really fucked up.
Yeah,
And,
yeah,
shit like that. And, after I started hearing and seeing that kind of shit, it's like, finally, now I know why I can't stand her.
yeah.
Anybody know about that? It's a British show. It's like a British talk show.
The
Damn it!
uh,
I've seen it a lot. Like, there's a lot of like actors that go on there, and
oh, is it with? There's a dude that hosts it, right? And he's
yeah,
a little bit chunkier dude, yeah. And he's got like the 5 o'clock shadow beard, like short
yeah,
beard
all
going
the
on.
time, yeah.
Yes,
Dude, it's a good
yes, yes. I know
show.
who you're talking. I haven't seen like specific episodes, but I've seen clips and inserts, whatever.
Yeah,
Um,
but
but you
they
know
look like
what really gets me about like these celebrities and actors and musicians and shit, and there's like a whole list of them, is that like they build their fortune off of their fans. It's the fans that whether people love your content or not is whether you're gonna make it or not, right? Look at like Ariana Grande and like how many of these other Ellen DeGeneres and so on and so forth,
well,
and they're just nasty and disrespectful to the people who got them there.
well. I
Sure,
mean,
they have
Ariana Grande started with what? Zoe 101,
I
something
think
like
so,
that,
something like that.
or
No, she wasn't Zoe
Degrassi.
101.
Degrassi.
No, it wasn't. She's not even old enough for
Oh, what is it,
Degrassi.
Victorious or whatever?
No,
Okay, so
Ariana
then what
Grande
is it? You
started
said
with
no.
that recent TV show.
She started
Hold
with, I
on.
think, Victorious on
Yeah,
Nickelodeon.
and then it spanned into Sam and Zoe,
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
and it had the chick
Sam
from
and
Oh,
Cat.
iCarly. Yeah,
Sam
Sam
and
and Cat.
Cat.
Yeah, from iCarly. Yeah.
yeah. Okay. And there was also I think it was Victorious,
It
right?
was,
I
yeah,
think.
yeah. They got their
Yeah,
start with that.
Victorious is the other one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But let's just
Um,
go ahead and say, like,
Whether.
actresses that started there, like, let's say Miley
Uh,
Cyrus, that just turned into
yeah.
total shit shows down the road.
I
you
wonder how
think
many of
Miley
them were
Cyrus is a shit show? She just
traumatized
went
Oh,
as
crazy.
childhood actors, and that's why they turned
Okay,
out
okay.
that way, especially
Miley
Disney
Cyrus,
childhood
yeah,
actors.
Miley Cyrus didn't go Lindsay Lohan crazy.
she was
She
almost
just
there.
went. She just went herself crazy.
I
Yeah.
think she went
So
like Britney Spears crazy, if you ask me.
no, because she's just free. She shaved her head. She just
Britney
sings
Brought
whatever
Spears?
her
the fuck she
nipples
wants
out
to
on
sing.
stage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with that.
Britney Spears crazy is she's on fucking crack and shaved her head and has problems with her dad and all that shit.
Speaking of wife beaters, can we talk about Chris Brown?
Talk about Chris
Oh,
Brown. Or here's the infamous one, Justin fucking Bieber. Okay, like.
oh God, I can't stand him. Oh,
Can we send him back to Canada? Can we give him back? Like we don't want him with us. Like it's kind of like that Dave Chappelle skit years ago with like the racial trading or whatever. I think of that like nationality wise.
Yeah,
Like
can
we
we
want to
trade
give
him
him.
in for like one more, or like even a half of a Ryan Reynolds?
Yeah, there you go.
uh,
Can like Ryan Reynolds be considered 100% like American if unless he already is? Like, can we do a trade? Because we sure as shit don't want
Like,
Justin
I
Bieber.
literally think Ryan Reynolds was just born, like he came out as Deadpool. You know,
He came out as a god. Like, let's be real. Anything he's in, except for Green
like
Lantern.
he slipped out. He looked at the doctor. He was like, "Man, that was the wettest water slide I've ever been down."
He could make me his fucking sex slave for life. My God, that guy is so
Are we
fucking
talking
hot.
like Channing Tatum from This Is the End?
Channing Tatum.
Who?
Oh boy.
I've heard that name, but I don't know who he is.
I mean, he was in a lot of stuff. He was in 21 Jump Street
22
as
Jump Street.
Haven't seen it.
is it 22 or 21?
He's in both.
Okay.
He
Oh
was
well.
Magic
All
Mike.
right. Yeah.
Wait, have
Magic
you ever seen
Mike.
Magic Mike?
Yes.
Richard.
Wait,
Okay,
what?
Richard, have you ever seen anything of like relevant culture at this point?
I've seen movies now and then.
Okay. Have you ever seen shit? What's that movie in that he ended up with he married the chick that he was co-starring with, and it was like dancing and stuff, like high school, like urban dancing and
No, no,
like it's
no.
on
I
the
know
Are you
what
street.
you're
talking
talking
about
about.
Dirty
Step Up?
Dancing?
Step
Yeah,
up,
Step Up.
yeah, step up.
Never
He was in
seen
that.
it.
They're divorced
Okay.
now.
Yeah, he cheated on her apparently.
But
He looks
Magic
hot
Mike.
in
cheated on her.
some
I mean, Magic
pictures and
Yeah,
Mike
he
is like
some
a
cheated on
number
her.
one.
doesn't.
Like, I'm surprised you haven't seen Magic Mike. It's a bunch of dudes dancing naked,
Yeah, sexually, they're strippers.
Really?
and it's got Kevin
Bro, you've
Bacon
never
in
heard
it.
of
No, I never heard of it.
Kevin Bacon was in fucking
Magic
Magic
Mike,
Mike?
yeah.
Kevin Bacon was never my type.
No, that was Matthew McConaughey, wasn't
They
that? What
both
are you
were.
Yeah.
Wait, were they?
Yeah.
Huh. And so
Um,
you guys have seen it and I
yeah.
haven't?
Well, I
Yeah,
haven't
That's
seen it, but
interesting.
I've seen it. I won't lie, I've seen it.
have you
Sure.
seen
I
Brokeback
saw it.
Really?
Mountain?
Let's watch it together. No, I haven't seen that.
Brokeback Mountain. What the
What?
fuck does that? Oh, you're saying because of the fucking scene? Oh God, Riddle, you're bad.
No,
I
For
I'm
just
those
just
can't
who
giving
don't
with
know,
you.
relevant movies that he possibly could have, most
just
definitely should have
because
seen.
Richard's gay, sorry if I blew the top off anyone's minds, or just because he's gay doesn't mean he's seen every movie with a fucking like gay scene in it.
That's what porn is for.
Yo,
There
okay,
you
so
go.
have you ever seen Umbrella Academy?
What's that?
Very good show.
Okay, yeah, okay. You know the chick, Vengeance. Who's now a dude.
Oh,
Oh,
God.
are we really gonna get into that conversation?
No. I did not know she was in Inception.
Yeah.
What?
Elliot Page or Ellen Page.
She
Yeah.
went, dude?
She's now Elliot Page apparently.
She came out as transgender.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Them.
Yeah. Them. Hey, she identifies as a he now, so apparently
To each
We're gonna-
their own, but
Page her.
Yeah,
But
we're not gonna get into that. Okay, let's just.
yeah, we're not gonna get into that because
The relevance.
Yeah,
is,
I'm
like,
fine
I
with
didn't know
that,
she was
too.
in Inception until like I watched Inception because my girlfriend's never seen it, and
Uh.
I had to make her watch that. Just like she's never seen Con Air, which is like one of the best Nicolas Cage movies.
Actually, she was also, or he, depending on how, if you do past tense or
Well,
whatever.
past
But
tense.
they were okay. Yes, they were in Trailer Park Boys. I never knew that for the longest time. They were like a continuing scene character for a couple seasons there, if I'm not mistaken.
Is there any books that have been ruined by making, like you've read as a kid that they've ruined into movies?
Harry Potter.
I never.
I hate it when they don't follow the storyline, and after the first two books, they just
Twilight.
completely-
Okay.
Twilight. How can you ruin what was bad in the first place?
For me, actually, it was like The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, and like the whole Narnia series actually got ruined for me by the movies.
I think so.
I've
I
never
thought the
read the
Narnia
books.
movies were actually not too bad. I liked the people who played them.
Let's see.
Yeah, they did good. They did good casting. Sure.
Wait a minute, which movies though? The older movies or the newer one?
They had older movies.
Wait,
Yeah,
who are you
I
talking to?
think so.
Oh, Narnia?
Yeah, I think they had an older set of movies.
Oh, yes, they did actually. You're right. Man, that was a long time ago. No, I'm talking about the newer series
Okay,
of
but at the
movies.
same time, would you consider a comic book a book?
Yeah,
Okay,
I
so
would.
You notice how like no one really gets mad at comic books, like Marvel, really.
Oh,
for,
boy.
like, tweaking the stories because they're not comic book accurate. Because,
Oh, I would.
man,
See, here's my impression of it, and this is just my opinion of it. Of course, is when someone takes a book, right, or a comic book, any sort of media like that, right, and they
Aragon.
translate it into okay, they translate it into their like a movie or something. They're doing their own visual adaptation of what they think is their perspective, right? So I mean, when it comes to accuracy, when it comes to stuff like that, I really don't care. It's just like the way they do it
I
will
know,
make it
man.
or
I
break
really hated when they ruined fucking Titanic.
fucking Titanic. Yeah,
You,
it was a
What?
real event, and they turned it into a love story.
you
Like,
know what movie they
That I
Jack,
can
ruined?
Jack was on the
understand.
door. All right, Jack was on the door. Rose was in the water.
He could have been. Yeah.
Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Yeah.
Oh,
So bad,
Dragon Ball Z.
dude.
Oh
I haven't
god, that
seen
was
it, but
Here's
I've
so
heard
my
all
bad.
about
opinion of
it.
this. All right, I watched a fucking Taiwanese version of this. All right, and it's so much better.
Oh, Mortal Kombat or
Oh
and
god, the
Street
Mortal
Fighter. Oh
Kombat
God,
movies in the '90s were so fucking bad.
What about Street
It,
that
Fighter?
one was fucking hilarious. The Mortal
oh
Kombat,
god.
especially.
If anyone has a book to TV adaptation that you think is absolute trash, please leave it in the comments below.
Or don't, you know.
Or don't, because we don't need that trash there. But I'll listen to your opinion.
I mean, if
Well,
you
if it's
Um,
so bad, it's hilarious.
fine,
Please
fine. The
drop
other
it.
way around. Is there any movies that were better than books?
ooh, that's
Yes, the
actually I like
Stepford
that puzzle.
Wives. The Stepford Wives was better than the book, I
Never
think.
seen it. It sounds gay. What? That's
I
not.
won't
That's
say
so fucked up.
Gay?
That's not what I
Are
meant.
you what?
Real.
That's not what I
So,
meant.
well, I don't see how it could be gay. I mean, it
Uh,
basically what they did was they these fucking asshole men were taking their women
asshole
and
men. See?
they had this genius scientist who would make a robot clone of the women. You couldn't even tell that they were robots. They'd have the robot strangle the original woman, replace the woman, and she would just be basically a sex slave that did everything the guy wanted and cleaned.
Oh wait. So the added bonus is they clean. Nice.
Yeah, they're the perfect housewife minus a genuine personality
That sounds like
for a guy.
Oh
Umbrella
yeah,
Academy.
Stepford Wives. Yeah,
Yeah, and
yeah,
they
that's actually really good. Yeah, okay.
Um.
Uh,
the remake sucked, but the original one was great and it was better than the book.
Abraham
The book
Lincoln
was
Vampire Hunter.
I never watched. I kind of refuses to watch that. If
I
I'm honest.
refused to watch that too.
Uh,
That
It
just
was
looks
a
so
book.
yeah,
It
stupid.
was a book before it was a movie, and I gotta admit the
right.
book
Why?
was better because
Okay.
the movie was better because I'm not reading that book. I'm not dumb.
So, like for me, this one's a tough one because there is one that comes to mind, but what it is, they're kind of equals. They're just different, right? And it was The Bone Collector by Jeffrey Deaver. An amazing fucking book. And if you ever read like Jeffrey Deaver, he's mystery and like suspense, murder mystery, whatever. Really great book. Then the movie came out, right? In the '90s, The Bone Collector, and it was starred by Denzel Washington. I can't remember if he was Lincoln Rhymes. It's Lincoln Rhymes in the book, the character who ends up like doing solving all these crimes, bound to a wheelchair and stuff. Um, but he was co-casted with Angelina Jolie, and I thought it was a terrific adaptation.
Yeah. Okay. Fine. What about what kind of books have you read recently that you would want to see made into movies?
Oh,
For me, it wasn't recent, but I really would love to see, or at least I would want to make sure it really was faithful to the book. The Thomas Covenant Chronicles, or was it the Chronicles of Thomas Covenant? Whatever. Um, that would be, I think, awesome as a movie series.
All
mhm.
right. Jelly.
Ooh. I have one. So I read this. Okay, it's original. It's made by a Korean person. It was a light novel.
Okay.
And then it was adapted into a manhwa. But oh my god, it's one of those movies that will piss you off. It might have to be a TV series because the chapter would be too long,
Okay.
or the chapters are too long. But it's about this empress lady who's married to this guy, right? And basically the guy just fucking treats her like shit and all that stuff, and he brings back another girl that he like fell in love with because she's too cold and all that stuff, and doesn't give him feelings anymore. It's gonna be girly, by the way.
Okay, that's okay.
And so she's just like, was it? She's basically the perfect empress, right? But because she's not acting like a free person, like the way that he used to like her for, he doesn't. He gets that other girl. Eventually, was it some guy visits from another kingdom and like falls in love with her, but she doesn't want to think. Oh no, you know what? Cancel it. I don't know how to explain because I'm shitty at explaining.
No, that's
You're
fair.
fired.
Well, that was a monologue brought to you by Jelly. Let's move
It's
along.
called Remarried Empress, though, for my fans out there that read light novels. I'm
For
sure
my
you know what
Alright.
I'm talking
for my
about.
fans.
Jelly's
A
expertise.
monologue by Jelly, sponsored by Great Value Walmart.
Yeah, great value for TV dinners and shit.
Okay,
No,
what about you, Randy?
it's not great value.
What about you, Randy?
Yo, so for me, I can't think of anything. Oh, actually, yeah. So for anyone, and I feel like most people know the book The Giver, and they did a movie adaptation, but there's another book within the universe of that called The Messenger. That book made me cry, bro. So I would love to
Wow.
see yeah. I would love to see a movie adaptation of The Messenger.
Okay.
Um, yeah. Or just, you know what I'd really like to see is I love Stephen King. I'm a huge fan of Stephen King, and there's a lot of movie adaptations have already came out, but they're really dated, right? I would love to see because they did it with it, right? They made a brand new adaptation of it. I would like to see across the board, like Red Rose or the Green Mile again would be a nice one. I really love the Green Mile. Or
I think they should leave Carrie alone, though. I
yeah,
like
they
the
did a
original
remake of Carrie.
just fine.
they did a remake
I
of
know,
Carrie, yeah.
and they should have
Or
left it alone.
what was this? Was Storm of the? I believe Storm of the Century was the Storm of the Century was a Stephen King adaptation. I'd like to see another one of that. That was a really scary, creepy story there.
Pet
Um,
Cemetery was good.
yeah, and they did a re. They I'm pretty sure a year or two ago they did a
Uh,
new adaptation of it.
I don't know about. I think the adaptation, the new one, was bad, but I can't
I
remember.
liked it. I thought it was alright. It was its own spin. It wasn't like here's the problem with adaptations is if you're stuck to a book or like an older version of that story, right? And you watch it without allowing yourself to accept the fact that hey, it's probably going to be a little bit different. This is someone else's perspective and view on the story, right? If you expect like scene to scene, then you shouldn't be watching a new adaptation. You should be just sticking with the old one. If you can't wrap your mind around this is a different version of that story.
Yeah.
If
Okay.
it's an app, if it's a different, if it's a retelling, I agree. But if it's an adaptation, I mean, I get that some things would have to be a bit different when you're translating from book to movie. I'm fine with that. But when they insert shit that never fucking happened or completely change shit that actually happened, cut
Mhm.
out really good characters that should have been in there in the first place and just add ones that were just crappy or whatever, that shit pisses me off. I just can't stand that.
Okay, all right.
Okay. As for me, my favorite book is by a guy named John Mayberry,
Okay.
and it's called Dust and Decay.
Never heard of it.
Well, Rotten Ruin is the first one. It's the Rotten Ruin.
Mm,
It's about zombies, right?
okay.
Which
Ah,
you hear that and you're like, it's kind of cliche, but it's not. This one's actually really good. Like it's like a survival guide, really, about this guy named Tommy whose parents died like at the beginning. So this is like 12 years later, and like it's just a town that's trying to survive, and there's badasses out there that are keeping them everything okay, and they don't like kill zombies. They silence them and they pray that they put them to eat the rest, really, because they're still human.
Okay.
And like when he goes out, like he has to like figure out how to survive out in the wilderness, during the zombie apocalypse. Like the whole if a zombie apocalypse happens, use rug carpeting to make your armor because you can't bite through it.
Mhm. Mhm.
And
Okay.
like how to like use some of the zombies like inner fluids, like formaldehyde, really, and just like put it on you so you smell like them, so you can get around. But it has like
ah,
this really cool
Walking
story.
Dead mentality, sure. Yeah.
God, that's
Okay,
gotta
you know
stink.
what? That really brings me to a question I have for everyone then. Like, Okay, you wake up tomorrow, the sirens are going off, you turn on your TV. A zombie outbreak has happened. The US is under duress and it's time to head for the hills. Where are you going? What's your game plan? Let's start with you, Jelly.
Oh, my game plan for a zombie apocalypse?
Yep.
Well,
I guess we'll just die.
I'm pretty fucked, really.
Oh
I
yeah,
don't
okay.
have I wouldn't have any money to buy guns. Uh, I don't know anybody with guns.
I was gonna say you live in Texas. That's like gun capital of the U.S.
A zombie apocalypse.
You
Oh,
could
and
steal.
my cousin's saying that I don't know them with guns, but I don't think they have enough guns to protect for a zombie apocalypse. But if you think about it, Texas is a state where everybody pretty much has guns. So
Yeah, yeah.
I think Texas would relatively
There's nothing
be
zombies you
safe.
gotta worry about in a zombie apocalypse.
But we're also in a state with Texas where in Texas where people are stupid too.
Yeah.
So remember, a lot of people here in Texas are like, you're infringing on my rights. I don't got to wear a mask. Um,
Jesus.
Yeehaw.
so, but in general, if if I could survive in my house, I think
Yeah.
I'd be okay because our house is made out of brick.
Okay.
Um,
So you lock down in
so
your house then. You wouldn't
so
go anywhere specific.
I would like just block the windows that are on the first floor with cars.
Yeah.
We have
Okay.
how many cars do we have here? We have three.
You got
So
three
we
cars. How
have
many windows you got per capita of windows?
so we have one front one,
Just
one
Yeah.
brick
where
up
the
the
dining
windows.
area is. I would try to get my neighbors and stuff like that, and
Okay, so
then
you would bunker in within your community then.
Yeah,
I
why
think
not
I
just
think
brick up
so,
the windows though instead of
Okay.
using cars?
All right. All right.
because I would have
Riddle.
to destroy my house if I
Yeah.
want bricks.
Yeah.
How? You just brick lay the
Brick lay
windows
the window
frames.
spaces. Okay.
Yeah, you don't have to destroy it. Trying to use a car to block it would more likely destroy it. How would you prop a car up on a window?
I wouldn't. I would
Science.
just make it so the zombies can't go to the window, like basically block it off.
Barricade the proximity, right?
Barricade. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, there we
And
go. English is
just
fun.
that's what I think. I think. Oh, first, and then I would try to get enough water because eventually, no one's gonna be able to run the water system or
Yeah,
whatever.
right. Yeah, you gotta
So,
imagine this worst case scenario, sure.
get like giant buckets if I have buckets around my house and fill it up with water, fill up my bathtub with water, stuff like that.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think we have enough food to last us a couple months.
Damn.
If
All right.
anything,
Yeah,
because
okay.
we have a lot of canned goods in here
Canned
in
goods
our
are
house.
always good. Okay, all right. Sounds like you got
And then worst case scenario, I would kill my neighbors.
nice. There you go. Worst case scenario. So
Okay,
for
Anne
anyone who
Frank.
lives next to a girl named Eliza, do not be her neighbor. Okay, Riddle, you are up at the plate, sir.
All right, so I work at a factory like 2 minutes from here. So,
Yeah,
and this is
yeah.
a metal factory. So weld guns. I got fucking metal out the ass.
Oh,
Like,
nice. Okay,
see,
good
I
start.
could barricade slash weld the whole entire the whole warehouse is just fenced off. So it's think Walking Dead like perimeter.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, so you have like. And you also have like offices up top, so it's like real comfortable up there. So you can sleep up there, and then you can literally just make weapons. Fuck
Okay,
guns.
so you would
Eventually,
lose
gunpowder
at
is going to
your
be
job.
scarce. Make weapons. Like you can grind, you can weld, you can barrack, you could cage your car with like weld and shit. Like, but they also have batteries, like massive
Right.
ass batteries, so you could like essentially run like the tuggers and the forklifts. So you would be set that way. As for like food and shit, like there's like $3 Generals within like a mile. I would just
Fucking take a Dollar General.
like Dollar Generals are just stockpiles for the zombie apocalypse.
They're
Change your
Yeah,
outposts.
but
mind.
you got to think about how many people live around you that would be doing the same thing.
Well,
They got
essentially, the factories or the warehouses that are around me, like I even have a rubber factory, like right next door, Bridgestone.
okay.
So like,
So your
it would be
idea
a,
would
it'd already
be
be a community, really.
collect all resources within your immediate area, and then what you'd bunker in your own house.
No, fuck that.
Okay.
Houses are unsafe as fuck. Like,
Yeah.
What happens when your
Okay.
house gets surrounded? Like your house has what, two
Oh,
exits,
right.
two entrances?
I mean,
Well then we die.
okay.
No, fuck that.
Well,
No. It's about basic survival. Jelly, I
okay.
stay
So
in
where
that
do
bed
we
on
go, Riddle?
Phasmophobia because basic survival.
The
Ha!
question is though, you're gonna have millions of people trying to do the same thing you're doing.
Okay, but let's be realistic here. Zombie apocalypse, we're already prepared. We handle it within an hour.
Okay. So
Really?
okay.
You
Go
really
back to
honestly
it.
think you can do it for an hour? I
Let's
don't
see,
think so.
Yeah.
someone gets
Hold
bit.
on.
Guess
Hold
what?
on.
Oh, he's
Hold
a
down.
zombie. Shoot
Hold
him in the
down.
head.
Okay. Cool. Anyways, where would you go, Riddle? I'm gonna ask for the third time. Final time I'm asking. Where would you go?
Work.
Okay. He would stay at the factory as work. Okay. Daddy, you are up, big boy.
He's in LA.
Well,
He's
no, I'm not. I'm in San Francisco.
That's
I
even
would
Oh,
get
you're
the
worse.
fuck out of
so
the
sorry.
area.
Even
Well, I'd round up as many gay dudes as I could, preferably the hottest ones, of course,
of
and
course.
I would go south to Lompoc, which it really is the name of the place, and not
Okay.
just because it's called that, though of
We're
course
at
it
the
would
hour
bring
mark.
certain things to mind. And there's a prison down there. I want to take the prison over,
Oh.
and
Oh.
You really
Okay.
and
looking to
it's
get long poked, huh?
well, that too, but it's also in a more isolated area. I don't think it's grown that much since last I lived there, and we could probably use just the grounds there to if we had to break some paper or whatever, make a farm, places or expand it so we could grow shit
Yeah, I forgot to
and
mention I
just
have solar
barricade it,
panels.
and of
That's
course
what I
also
don't have.
and get as much suicide pills and whatnot. So if you did somehow get bitten, or we knew we were going to be overrun, we just kill ourselves quickly and painlessly, so we
What are
don't
you
have
gonna
to
do?
get eaten.
Slip it into their punch?
That's up to them. If they don't want to kill themselves and get eaten instead,
You
I
don't have
don't
to tell
care.
them. You can Bill Cosby it.
No, I'll leave that up to them.
I
If
mean,
they want to
they'll
get
go
eaten
night
alive,
night, but they
that's
ain't gonna wake up.
hey. If they want to get eaten alive, that's their deal.
The dead don't eat dead.
Yeah, we don't know. We can't go according to movies and shows and shit. Talking about
Well,
adaptations.
there
Okay,
are
I
zombie.
respect
There
it.
are zombie deers.
There are zombie
Ugh.
dudes. All right. So prison life for daddy. All right. Fucking- so it almost kind of like meshes together pretty well there. Okay, me personally, I would say fuck staying where I'm posted, right? Like I have guns in the family, and my dad, rest his soul, all that. He was like a doomsday prepper. Like he taught shit of survival, right? So I got some skills I could use under my belt. The first thing I would do is grab all ammunition, all guns that would be relevant to my survival, right? Along with immediate gear. And sure, everyone's gonna be doing it at the same time. So like I'm gonna be real. If it's the end of the world and the zombies are coming, I don't care if you're my friend or my fucking neighbor. I'm getting what I'm getting, and I'm gonna go through you.
So we're all
Sorry,
meeting up in
I'm
the
not sorry.
Rockies.
Fuck that. I'm
No.
heading north. I'm going to Canada. I will because
Oh,
the way
what?
I
Are
see
they
it,
gonna
it's
say
like,
sorry when they take a bite out of you? Oh, sorry,
oh,
mate.
here's the way I see it, bro. Fucking the colder it gets, right? The more solidified, because you
That's
got
why
to
I said
figure
the
the human
mountains.
body. Oh, hang on a second. The human body is approximately what 70 to 80% water.
It's called rigor
Water freezes,
mortis.
right? Yeah. So the further you go, the colder it gets. The colder it gets,
The
the
slower
like
they
the
get.
more right, their movement will be shit, right? Plus, you got to figure there's caribou up north, there's elk and moose, and I know how to hunt. So
And
I would be surviving off venison galore, and then I would make my way across from east to west Canada. I would try to take a boat over to Alaska, and I would live up in the mountains,
wait,
man.
why would you have
Hunt.
to take a boat to Alaska?
I mean, I'm not going so far up north. I go up and around, man. That shit's too much of a travel.
Why
I'll
don't you
take a
just go to the
yacht, man.
Smokies? Like they've already got cabins, right?
No, but like, you also
North
got
and
to
South
figure
Deer
the
runs
Dakota are
wild.
population.
super
Deer
cold
runs
The
too.
wild.
Okay, the population of Alaska is a lot smaller than the entirety of fucking Canada.
I know.
Yeah,
So
North
I'm going away
Dakota and
where
South
none of you
Dakota
are,
are
and I'll
super
become a
cold
hermit at
too.
the end of my days.
Well, we're hooking up with Randy. Randy, you gonna come get us?
Oh, fuck you guys. You
Are
can
you,
meet me.
are you gonna be Dale from The Walking Dead?
Oh,
Hey,
fuck
if
yeah,
we're hooking up,
man.
I'll meet you anywhere.
He's gonna be Dale from The Walking Dead. You know, he's gonna go out and try to
Let's
save
see
a
if we can
cow.
even make it wherever Randy's at.
The hot regions would be good too because with the extra heat, they would
Oh, their bodies
decompose
would dry
faster.
out,
Oh no,
right?
fuck that. Look, I'd rather live cold than hot.
Yeah, gotta be real. I'm
And
with
in
Riddle on that one.
survivability, you could fucking put more layers on, and with less people in the world, you got more clothes.
And then the hotter it is, the less water is typically depending on where you are, right?
And the more you
So
smell, so you're easier to find.
the more you smell, yeah, you
But
use
there's less
nasty ass sweaty
scorpions and
ass.
spiders to eat in the
Oh
cold.
fuck that! Yo, I'd rather be fucking gored by a moose than stung by a fucking
I would
scorpion.
rather eat elk shit.
Fucking bear shit picking out like berries out of their crap on the ground.
I'd honestly rather die than eat spiders anyway. I fucking hate spiders.
Yeah, exactly. Guess what? When it's cold, nothing. Nothing.
They would decompose faster in the heat, though.
But anyway, that was a good podcast. What do you guys think?
I think it was alright.
Oh, did we even say bye? Bye.
Wait,
Yeah.
whoa, we're getting
Oh,
there.
slow it down.
God.
Slow it down. I
Yo,
mean,
she is so done with this podcast. She just instantly
No,
like,
I thought
bye.
I thought you turned it off already. I was like, we didn't even say bye.
No. No, but
I mean,
that's more of a way
how
of
long
me
has it
saying
been?
it's in an hour and 5.
Oh.
Yeah, let's wrap this up if everyone else concurs. I mean, I'm Randy, and Jelly and Richard and Riddle here. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you next time
Yo,
on.
why aren't we the R's and J? You know,
Too late.
Randy, Riddle, Richard, Jelly.
Yeah, Jelly.
Yeah.
The Noobs and Boobs. Thanks for watching.
Yeah, like, share, subscribe, comment down below what you want to talk about. Ask us some questions, and if you feel like we deserve something, subscribe, hit that notification, and
Most things are not limit.
if not, try to give us a description of what you think would be better for us.
Just
And
like
if you
and
didn't like
subscribe.
watching, thanks for listening. Since you can't really watch us, but you can hear us.
Yeah, I don't think you'd want to watch us. We're slobs.